Hey everybody, Ken Krell here. I help people create, produce, and distribute amazing digital events so that they can change the world, get their message out, and create massive benefit to those that they care about. I was going to talk today. I even forget what I was calling this message. Oh, your message is everything. Well, yeah, your message is everything. Perfect message for today, actually. I was just finishing a session with my high-end Safari members, and we were talking about how we market and fill events. And if you want to fill an event, your marketing and your messaging is critical. And we have someone who was doing an event coming up in a few days, and she was concerned with why people were not enrolling in her event. And we went through some of her marketing, what her headlines were and so on. They were very milquetoast. They were very generic and not compelling. If you want to bring somebody into your event, then you want to have, or for anything for that matter, it's all marketing, your message has to get them right, ouch, right there. I hurt my wrist the other day during circus class. So I don't want to mess that up today again. Anyway, so your messaging needs to be clear. Even your message is essential, probably not a really great title for this. Probably how people mess up their messaging and lose millions would be a better way to play it. You've got to get people that wonder and recognize that your message is important, and get them from curiosity, from scarcity, from interest to come hear more. So your message, in terms of your marketing message, is critical. But in addition to that, once they show up for your event, your message to them is absolutely everything. And I'm going to go on a limb here right now because I'm realistically in tears here. I actually sobbed a few minutes ago after watching what's been going on in Washington, D.C. I'm in Sydney, Australia right now, outside the United States, watching as an American, at what I would typically see as scenes from a foreign country, foreign to the US, that has no control. And seeing this just devastates me. And then I watch a message from the individual in the White House. And in his message, he says all these crazy things about the election being stolen, blah, 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 which has been proven not to be the case. He's lost, all these lawsuits and so on. And then he says to his crazy people at the Capitol, go home peacefully. Well, by saying one thing and then saying something else that are completely in disconnection, what is the message? It's mixed. We need to be clear as to what we say. We need to be clear about what we stand for. And while some people will take issue with what I'm saying right now, you have a right to that, and that's great. But when I watch what's going on in the country I grew up in, which is supposed to be the bastion of democracy for the world, and I see this craziness, and I see the lack of leadership by so many, not just one, it appalls me. And all I can do is share my perspective that we that have the stage need to call things in a truthful way, in an honorable way, and in a way that serves our audience in the best way possible. Keep people educated, keep people accepting accountability for who they are and for what they do. Our message is critical. Our message is important. And I think we need for people to understand that they, AKA you, create your reality, are responsible for what goes on around you, and you make a difference. You can make a difference. That's the critical thing that's important. And when we let people know that they matter, when we let people know that they count, and we let people know that they are responsible for their own actions, and they need to think for themselves and not listen to crazy people, and even to challenge everything. Is it sunny out? No, it's not. It's overcast. It might rain. I can see that. I can see it. I can verify it. So don't believe everything that you hear. Yeah, validate, but validate on your own. My mother sends me stuff every now and then, and it's like, that ain't true, Mom. And we see stuff like that all the time. We're getting spoofed by people all over. So we need to be somewhat skeptical, even people that are so-called leaders. These days, we don't know what to believe anymore. We don't know what's true and what's not. We don't know. This could be a computer image of me saying stuff right now with fake palm trees. They're real palm trees, by the way, in the background. It's scary. So all we can do is hold on to who we are. And this was supposed to be an insightful, uplifting presentation to help you come to our event called Pride, which stands for Produce Ridiculously Irresistible Digital Events. And I got to tell you, I feel like I've watched the death of the framework of the country I grew up in. I think that what we need to do as communicators is pass on as much goodness, as much hope, as much accountability as we can to grow past all this. There will always be crazy people in the world. There always will be. Unfortunately, some of them are in power in countries around the world. Can we fix it? I don't know. Maybe not in my lifetime. Probably not. Can we fix global warming in my lifetime? I don't know either. I know that people like Greta, who, this young lady who can help change the world and fix so much of this. The future is in our kids. I think we need to embrace that, and we need to teach our kids values of honesty, of integrity, of creativity. Anyway, if you want to bring your message out, if you want to monetize your message and make a lot more money, I can help you. I've been doing this for 39 years all over the planet, selling stuff from the stage that can change lives, investing and business and so on. But whether you're teaching people how to create goals or how to have better self-esteem so that you don't commit suicide, like teens right now are 3 times as likely to kill themselves than ever before, your message matters. And I'd like to help you get that message out there. So I encourage you to come join me for Pride. Come learn more about that. And thank you. I'm not sure who this is, so I'll look for this when I see you. I can't tell who that is. I appreciate that. We have to be authentic, you guys. We have to be honorable. And I respect everyone's opinion. Everyone has the right for that. We're I'm excited to be a Pride. Yay, who is it? Who are you? Tell me who you are. So if you want to get your message out, I'll give you the branding here. Let me hang on a minute. That's not it. It's the banner I got to put on here. You can come to our executive briefing and you'll hear more about the event. It's free. Go to amazingdigitalevents.com/briefing. And we have a 80 to 90 minute free discussion about why digital events are outperforming physical events. And here's the thing. When you can get your message out, it's pretty awesome. And it's really great. Oh, hey, Lauren. Good to see you, or not see you, as the case may be. It's good to see you back. You were with us on our first challenge. Thrilled to have you with us. You were fun. So, no, I don't know why it doesn't show. It's kind of weird. It just shows you as Facebook user. It's kind of peculiar. Sometimes it seems to work. Sometimes it doesn't. Don't know, but I know who you is. So that's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to press on. I got a bunch of stuff to do to get ready for it. If you are coming to Pride and would like to help us share the message with others, I can certainly use your help. We want to bring this out to as many people as we can. Now, I think more than ever, we need to get our message out. We need to get our message out that there is hope, that whatever you have to say matters. And I'm thrilled to be able to be there with you. I got to tell you, the Pride event is fantastic because you're going to learn how to plan, produce, and profit from your events. Profit's great. But more than anything, it's the service to your community. It's the ability to share and distribute your wisdom to others so that they can have a better quality of life in whatever fashion that happens to be. So I'm going to land this airplane. I got a ton of stuff I got to do today to get ready for Pride and for our next briefing. Our next briefing is tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure what time it is. But if you go to amazingdigitalevents.com/briefing, you can get yourself booked in, and we'll spend some more time together. And I'll share with you why digital events absolutely outperform physical events, why they're so critical for us, especially right now. I mean, Corona is not gone, and we're going to have something else coming up again. There'll be another pandemic coming. This is not the end. This is only the beginning, I'm afraid, for what the future is going to be. So running digital events is going to be the way to communicate, and we need to do that in a way that truly engages and connects with an audience, just as I am right now. So come here, let's talk. See, I'm getting right close to you with a camera, where in an audience, in a ballroom, you'd be watching on a screen. You wouldn't be seeing me, and I wouldn't be seeing you either. So you'll get to understand how that plays out during the course of our 3 days together during the Pride event. The briefing will share with you exactly what that's all about and why digital completely outperforms physical. I love physical events. I've loved them for years, but I will tell you that right now hey, Gabriel, I will tell you exactly why my feeling these days is that I don't want to go through the hassle. I mean, I haven't been on an airplane in nearly a year. It's been 9 months since I've been on an airplane. And sorry, airlines, I don't miss it, which as a traveler is a weird thing for me to say. I'm used to traveling the planet with my mom. We would go for months at a time. And at the moment, I'm real happy being at home. I mean, and I still love traveling. We still will once this thing's over. Mom and I have plans to go a lot of places. But I'll tell you what, the ability for us to communicate, for me to be able to talk to Gabriel right now, to Gabriella, to talk to Lauren and others just like this from all over the planet, that's phenomenal. Our first Pride had 14 countries represented. I think that's the coolest thing ever. And for me to be able to do that without leaving my dining room table is kind of cool. And if I wanted to turn the camera and maybe sit in my living room right over there, you could get to see. I'm not sure how this will work. Let's take a peek. I'm curious right now. Let's see if I can do this and share the company this way. Now, you won't really be able to see, it's kind of blocked, but there, now we're like, you're seeing Sydney. It was kind of cool. The ability for us to do that and share, let's see if I can just right before I come back to that. Here we go. It's kind of neat. And so I encourage you to do the same. And that's what we'll be teaching. I'm going to come into Florida to visit my mom, not for the foreseeable future. I can't, because if I do, I can't come back to Australia. Australia is off limits to anyone but Australians, and even they can't come back in. There is actually a limitation to the number of people allowed on aircraft into Australia. And then there's a mandatory 14-day, quarantine, which we pay for. We meaning the person coming in, and only Australian citizens can return to this country right now. And the Australians are very unhappy about that because of the limitations to access. So no, I'm visiting my mom every single day on FaceTime. Mom and I talk pretty much every day or multiple times a day. So, it's the same, it's like mom has breakfast, I'm having dinner type of thing. We should be doing a Zoom show, frankly. So no, unfortunately not. I miss her, but yeah, it is what it is. It's reality. It's the new norm. But we make do. We make do. The UK is on complete lockdown now. And it's scary. And if I came back to the US, well, I'm thinking quarantine. They're not quarantining in America yet, to my knowledge. It doesn't matter. I'm not leaving here for anytime soon at all. I think Qantas is looking at maybe July before they start implementing international flights. So, this is what this is. This is what this is. So the beautiful thing is that recognizing our new norm, capitalizing on the way we can communicate in a way that's deep and insightful. I mean, Gabrielle, you've got an incredibly important message that you're massively passionate about right now that needs to be told, because there's people that you can influence, and by influencing them and helping them change or modify their behavior can change the planet from a global warming standpoint to health standpoint and so on. It's a big deal. And getting that out and getting the message to reflect people's attitudes and who's going to listen and so on is critical. We've talked about that individually. The whole idea of messaging really does hit home all the way down the line. So what you say, how you say it, all together. Tonality. The words are what I think 7% of your communication. Your body language, your intonation, and so on make all that difference in the world. So anyway. That is the scoop. I got my team messaging me here, so I got to get back to my people. My people, you're my people too. But I got to talk to my team here. I owe you an agreement, Gabrielle. We're working on that. It's my bad. I've just been swamped with other things. I apologize. So I'll get that out to you shortly. And I know that Rochelle has probably reached out to you because she's messaging me about you right now, as a matter of fact. So anyway, I love you guys. If you have not come to one of our executive briefings, then do. And again, the link is right on the bottom of the page. Let's hang out together and have some fun. In the meantime, I wish you the best. Stay healthy, stay home, wash your hands, call your mother. Or if she's on the planet, then call somebody you love and tell them how much you appreciate them. We could use more love in the world, can't we? And with that said, I will see you all soon. Have a great day. And if you know someone, I can use your help on this. If you know someone who you think this would be good information for, share this with someone else and invite them to come to one of our briefings. Because it will be magnificently helpful. Pride comes on, and I'll put that as a banner as well, real quick, if I have it. Yeah, here we go. So Pride, there we go. If you go to joinpride.com, that will explain what our program is. It's 3 solid days of how to really plan, produce, and profit from digital events. And I got to tell you, it is transformative. It is an incredible event. You'll be able to see some testimonials on that page, but that's what it's all about. So with that said, I'm saying sayonara to everybody. Let me see what I got here for messages. Okay. I thought that Rochelle reached out to you, but I will find out why not. So there you go. She should have been reaching out to you. I thought she had. Okay, you guys, love you. Thank you. Happy New Year. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.